On September 17th, the Bank of Canada will make a decision that could change the cost of your mortgage, the value of your investments, and even the pace of hiring in your industry. September 17th isn't just another date on the calendar, it's a pivot point for the Canadian economy. Over the past 2 years, interest rates climbed from historic lows to levels we haven't seen in over 2 decades. The goal, cool inflation, and it worked mostly. Inflation has eased from 8% in 2022 to just above 2% today. But here's the trade-off. The economy has slowed, and in July, Canada lost over 40,000 jobs. The biggest drop since 2022. According to the Bank of Canada's own July statement, economic growth actually contracted in the second quarter, and unemployment has been creeping up and now sitting near 6.9%. Let's make this real. Imagine you're a young couple living in Toronto with a $650,000 mortgage in a variable term. A quarter-point rate cut could mean about $100 in savings per month, give or take. That's some groceries in today's inflationary dollars, or gas for a week maybe, or a small chunk of your daycare bill. Or picture small manufacturing business in Windsor. As BDC explains in their guide on interest rates, lower borrowing costs can free up cash flow for investments in equipment, hiring, or expansion. Decisions that might have been put on hold when rates were higher. Even if you're not borrowing, this decision could hit your wallet. Lowering rates often weaken the Canadian dollar. The good news is if you're exporting maple syrup to the US, not so great if you're booking a flight to Italy. So who actually gets to make this decision or make the call? The Bank of Canada's Governing Council, led by Governor Tiff Malcolm, meets behind closed doors. They pore over data, inflation trends, job numbers, GDP growth, even global events and oil prices, or the US Federal Reserve's moves. According to BNN Bloomberg, some economists believe the bank may hold at the current neutral rate of 2.75% if they think inflation risks remain, while others see enough weakness in the economy to justify a cut. It's not a guess, it's a balancing act. Cut too soon, well, inflation could flare back up. Wait too long, and the economy could stall further. There's an old saying, when the wind changes, you can cruise it or you can adjust your sails. The Bank of Canada's decision on September 17th is one of those winds. Whether it's a single cut, back-to-back cuts like Scotiabank's chief economist JFP expects, or no change at all, the real question is, how will you adjust? For some, that might mean locking in a mortgage rate, or for others, it's rethinking their business expansion. And for investors, it could be about shifting portfolios before the tide turns. The decision's out of our hands, but my advice to you is work with your financial advisor, your mortgage specialist to prepare. Hello, my name is Zaki Hashmat. I've spent over 16 years in the private sector building and leading inspiring high-performing teams. My passion is creating environments where people can thrive, collaborate, and deliver extraordinary results. I want to take a moment to thank you for watching my content and following me.